The Waratahs.
So we've got Angus Bell, the world's best loose head prop, David Parecki, Harry Johnson-Holmes, Jed Holloway making his return and going into the lock, and Max Douglas at that tight head lock position.
Yeah, apparently Jed Holloway is calling all the lineouts. So I think, we were a bit hesitant to initially name him in lock, but it sounds like he's taken on a leadership role and will be played there.
Yep. Bocky Swinton at 6, Charlie Gamble will touch on at 7, Will Harris will probably touch on as well at 8, Jake Gordon and Ben Donaldson.
Yeah, so some big contention there, I think, really. So Charlie Gamble, first of all, I think the question that's been going around at the moment is, where the hell is Michael Hooper? He had a Liz Frank injury that we thought was going to keep him out for the start of the year. We're actually not thinking that is the reason he's not playing to start now. Actually, in his contract, he's got an extended break, so they're expecting him in roughly round 5 or 6, although they haven't committed to an exact date. So he's obviously a big one. And then the other one is Carlo Tizzano, who I think is probably the backup number 7 for them as well, but he hasn't played a single minute in the trial. So I think, all eyes will be on this last trial, but at the moment, Charlie Gamble looks to have the inside running.
For sure. The other one, I suppose, is Will Harrison at the number 8 jersey. We've got Raiboni Warren Voseatho as well as a potential option there. So it is hard to pick between the two. Will Harris is younger. He just had a real good crack there, I think, in the trial, has a really good history through under 20s. So it's going to be tough for these two, and I do see them sharing minutes. Yeah,
absolutely. Donaldson at 10. I think we could probably talk about that now as well. Let's finish out the back line. We'll come back to that, eh?
Yep. So we've got Mark Nwanganitawasi on the left wing, Alalakai Foketi and Isaiah Parisi in the centres, Alex Newsom on the right wing, and we've gone with James Ram to start at fullback in the first round.
And I know what you're thinking, Alex Newsom. You guys have been hassling him all year. He is a vice captain, so that's why we've got him at 14. We think he'll start. And then obviously the other question is what to do with Will Harrison, who had such a good year last year before missing a few games in the middle of the season with injury. He did his shoulder in the trial.
Yep.
Unsure completely if it was an instability issue or an AC joint or just a stinger, but it sounds like he'll miss a couple of weeks, which means we thought it was probably an instability issue, which is about a 6-week injury.
The one thing that Coleman had out of an interview I heard earlier is he wasn't set on that 10 jersey and he was open for whoever, shone in the trials. So without Will Harrison there, it's going to probably be Ben Donaldson, Tane Edmund as the backup.
Yeah, and the other things to look at, Jamie Roberts, who knows if he gets some starting time. I don't think he'll start there, but obviously very experienced and making a big impact. And then Tavita Funa has had some good runs through the trials as well, and there's definitely a wing spot up there. I don't think Nwanganitawasi will have it all his own way, but that's where we've gone for now.
Yep.